Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Kauthar if this is your very first time here, and I am Nigeria's crochet queen. I do a lot of crochet tutorials, particularly explaining how to work with crochet diagrams so that you can make a variety of crochet projects that are original pieces, right? Because there are a lot of crochet stitches embedded in crochet diagrams, but because a lot of people do not know how to understand or how to read crochet diagrams, a lot of people are restricted to just basic stitches, and that is what I've dedicated my channel to, showing you different crochet stitches and teaching you how you can also understand crochet diagrams, so that whenever you come across any crochet diagram, you can understand what you want to be doing, right? And in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to work this stitch. This is a very nice stitch, and I know that the print is not so clear, like some parts are cut off, but I believe that we can still work with it, especially because I'm going to be linking the diagram and a written pattern in the description box. So check the description box. You're going to find a link to download this diagram, and you're also going to find a link to the written pattern in case you still prefer to work with written patterns. I also create the written patterns after I find the diagram, so that people who prefer written patterns can work with it. Before you continue, just click the subscribe button right away so that you do not miss any of my crochet tutorials. Also click on that bell icon, because if you subscribe and you don't click the bell icon, sometimes YouTube will not notify you when I post videos. I don't know why they do that, but just click on the bell icon. And if you want to shop any supply, you can message me on Instagram. There's also going to be a link to my Instagram in the description box, and you can send me your finished pieces. So if you make anything using this stitch, feel free to send me pictures on Instagram. I would love to see it. And if you want me to do any tutorial, leave a comment down below. And now that I've finished talking, let us get on into this tutorial. Of course, to get started, we are going to write down all the icons we can see in this diagram and what they represent. Now I don't have too much space to work with, but I'm just going to just scramble it somewhere. So now we can see that there are these oval shapes that are not too clear that have been cut out. These ones represent chain. So each of this means chain, 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 chain. So I'm just going to do it here. So whenever you see that icon, it means that you should be doing a chain, right? So I've just done this icon. The next icon is this plus icon. You can see that here and all over, right? That one represents a single crochet, which I'm just writing here. And the last icon we can see is this long bar. It's like long letter T, it's like capital letter T, but it has another horizontal bar across it. So a long vertical bar with two horizontal bars across, and that one represents a double crochet. And I'm just writing that here. So now that I've written down all the icons and what they represent, we can then start. So these are all the icons in this diagram, and this is what they represent. So we're then going to start working. Of course, to start working, we're going to start working the chains, and we want to know how many chains to do. So we're just going to count these ovals, even though they are not too clear. Please forgive that. Again, like I said, each oval shape represents one chain. So if I count this, whatever number I have is the number of chains I'm going to do. So let's count. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right, there are 11 chains in our foundation row. Then we have 2 chains which will serve as the turning chain, because you can see that these 2 chains, they've already formed part of row 1. So these 2 chains are the turning chains. So altogether we're going to be doing 13 chains, and I'm just going to get to that now. I'm just getting my yarn. I'm using this Yeye Extra. I live in Lagos, Nigeria, and this yarn is locally produced here in Nigeria. It's like a new one because it's much thicker than the ones we grew up using. So I've just gotten out my yarn, and I have this hook. Again, if you want to shop supplies, you can message me on Instagram. Doing my slip knots, and I'm going to do my 13 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I should just say I'm using a 5.5 millimeters hook, in case anybody is wondering what hook size works best with that yarn, because like I said, it's a new type of yarn, so most people are not too familiar with it yet. So now that I finished working my 13 chains, you know, we counted these 2 as well. The next thing now is to do, remember this icon represents single crochet, this plus. So you do a single crochet and then a double crochet in the 3rd chain from the hook. This is the 1st chain from the hook, 2nd, and then in the 3rd one you do 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet in that chain. Let me do that now. So this is my 1st chain from the hook, 2nd chain from the hook, and then in the 3rd one, which is this one, I'm just turning it to the back slightly because I like working on the back. Then I do a single crochet first, and in that same space, that same chain, I go back and do a double crochet. So I've just finished this one here, this single crochet and double crochet. So I skip the next chain. As you can see, there is nothing in this chain. I skip the next chain, and in the next one I do a single crochet and a double crochet again, and then I skip the next chain. I'm skipping this chain because as you can see, there is nothing in that chain. So I skip the next chain. In the next one I do single crochet, double crochet. So the pattern is pretty much repetitive. Just going to be skipping the next chain, and then in the next one you do a single crochet and a double crochet. So this is the next chain, I'm skipping it, and in this next one I do a single crochet and a double crochet in that space. Then I skip the next chain again, and in the next one I do a single crochet and a double crochet. Skip the next chain. In the next chain do 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. Skip the next chain, and in the next one you do a single crochet and a double crochet. So now I have 2 chains left. I'm actually just going to go back to the diagram to see the instructions for finishing. So I have 2 chains left. This is 1, 2. I've done this single crochet and double crochet. So I skip the next chain, and in the last chain I do a double crochet. Okay. So I skip this next chain, and in this last one I'm going to be doing a double crochet there, and that brings me to the end of my row 1. This is the end of row 1. I go back to the diagram to see how I should start row 2. So the diagram has even labeled it for us. This is row 2. So for row 2 I start with a chain of 2. Let me just do that chain 2 first. Chain 2, 1, 2, then turn the work, of course. Now that I've done this chain 2, the next thing is to do a single crochet and a double crochet in the double crochet, right? You're doing it in the double crochet, then you skip the next single crochet, and in the next double crochet you do 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet. So the pattern is pretty much repetitive again, like I said. So you skip the next single crochet, and in the next double crochet you do 1 single crochet, 1 double crochet, and I'm just going to be showing you. Remember, we're working in the double crochet. This is the double crochet, the very next double crochet. So we do a single crochet and then a double crochet in that space. Now skip this next single crochet. This is a single crochet, we skip it, and in the next double crochet, which is this one, we do a single crochet and then a double crochet. Skip the next single crochet, and in the double crochet we do a single crochet and a double crochet. So just keep doing that. Skip the next single crochet, and in the double crochet you do a single crochet and a double crochet. If you're not familiar with working single crochet and double crochet stitches, just check the link in the description box, because I've already done those videos before, so you can watch those ones. They are slower, so you can really see the process very well. So I've just come to the last single and double crochet, which is here, and I'm coming back to the diagram to see how to finish. And the diagram says I should finish with a single crochet. Remember, the plus icon represents a single crochet, so I should do a single crochet in the chain 2 from the beginning of row 1. So this is the chain 2 from the beginning, 1, 2. It might be a bit tricky to see, but this is the second chain, and I'm just going to do my single crochet there, single crochet, and that brings me to the end of row 2. Now I come back to the diagram here we go, row 3. I start with chain 2 as well. So we're doing almost the same thing like we did in row 2. I start with a chain 2, and in the first double crochet I do 1 single crochet and 1 double crochet, skip the next single crochet, and in the double crochet I do a single crochet and a double crochet. So I'm basically repeating what we did in row 2, and I'm just going to be showing you. So we chain 2, turn the work, and in the double crochet we do a single crochet and a double crochet in that same space, skip the next single crochet, and in the next double crochet we do a single crochet and a double crochet, skip the next single crochet, and in the next we do a single crochet and a double crochet. So just continue doing this until you get to the end of the row. It's the same thing that we did in row 2. This is a very easy repeat pattern, because like we were just in row 3 and I already know what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Again, it's the same thing we did in row 2. So to finish this row, I'm just going to be putting a single crochet in the top of the chain 2. This is the single crochet, we're skipping it, and in the top of the chain 2 I just put a single crochet, and that is the end of row 3. Now it's very easy, just keep repeating row 3 or row 2. Row 2 and row 3, they are the same thing, or basically just keep repeating rows 2 and 3, repeating rows 2 and 3 until you get to the length that you want for this project. It's a very easy repeat pattern. I love it because this stitch is not transparent, as you can see. It is not see-through at all, it is opaque. So if you don't want your crochet piece to be see-through, this is a stitch you can use. And again, just keep repeating rows 2 and 3 till you get to the length that you want. And if you want it to be wider, all you need to do is make your chain in odd number. So make an odd number of chains, and then you add these 2 turning chains. So 11, 15, 17, 99, 97, 103. Just make an odd number of chains and you can get started with it. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel down below. We're very close to hitting 400 subscribers and I really cannot believe it. Please, let's hit 400 subscribers. Turn on the post notifications so you do not miss out on any of my tutorials. And if there's anything you'd like for me to know, feel free to leave it in the comment section down below, and I'll see you in my very next video. Bye.